Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman, at TE Picks over on X, ready to break down the Friday slate. 4 games to break down today, which we will get to here in just a second. But first, we'll start the show as we usually do, taking a look back at yesterday. And yesterday I finished just under half a unit, like 0.75 unit profitable day. So it was nice to have a winning day yesterday. But we'll recap what happened on the show. Ivan Demidov, anytime goal, unfortunately did not cash. He did not score and did not get a point either. So a rough game there for him. Drake Batherson did not get an assist. And unfortunately, my best bet was the over in this game. And unfortunately, slower start, only 1 goal on the first period. Never ended up getting going. 3-2 final score for the Bruins in overtime or shootout. Evgeny Malkin over half an assist was a nice winner. Evgeny Malkin just continues to assist. The Penguins took care of business there in a high-scoring win, 5-3 against the Capitals. Ben Kindle, anytime goal, unfortunately, did not score. He got 2 assists instead. So that's just what's been happening. Taking guys to score, they assist instead. I wish I would have waited before locking in his goal prop for the point prop to come out, because the point prop wasn't out when I locked in his goal prop. Then the point prop came out, and I would have just taken that instead. But unfortunately, a loss there. And then the good game, the Anaheim Ducks. I really like this Anaheim team. They've been treated me very well this year. Plus 160 winner here for the Ducks on the road. Leo Carlson over half an assist, continues to cash. I believe this is 4 games in a row now that I've cashed on him. 7 consecutive games he has an assist. And one of my premium plays on the site yesterday, Cutter Gauthier, anytime goal plus 200, a winner there as well. Carlson continues to shoot the puck, continues to score goals, and just a nice winner there. Spoil alert, the Anaheim Ducks are huge dogs again tomorrow. Let's see here. Plus 180. This Ducks team is plus 180, plus 170 on the road in Vegas. Vegas is minus 210 against this Ducks team. You guys can probably guess what's going to be coming. Early preview there for tomorrow's show. We're going to be on the Ducks. We're going to be on Gauthier anytime goal, and we're going to be on Carlson assist. I'm not going to jump on Kreider goal. He scored in 4 games in a row. I should be on that as well, but I'm not going to go too crazy there, but I will stick with those 3 plays, which will all be plus money. But let's jump into the chat and see what people are thinking here. Let's see. Mr. Edelman. Hello, Mr. Earl. How's it going? Terry, happy Friday. You too, Chisman. Hope all is well. He did not play. Who? Who did not play? Who? Thought it was late. Good day, mates. Nope, you're not late. Sam Reinhart yesterday cash. Bomb. There you go, Steven. Nice. Nice work. Thank you. Ducks are on a tear. Yeah, they're just a profitable team right now. Terry, I smashed the like for you winning against the Stars. That's not why you hit the like, Richie. You hit the like button because you're a great guy, loyal follower of the show. Sorry I faded your Stars yesterday, but this Ducks team, they're a very good team. Although looking at tomorrow, the Stars are in Nashville. Probably going to be a nice bounce back spot for your Stars tomorrow. I had a $100 Reinhardt, Rust, and Geeky anytime goal. Very nice. Very nice. At least the props I had cashed. That's good. That's good. Patrick Kane needs 1 more goal for $495, and I believe he is playing tonight, coming back off injury. For me, when a player's coming off injury, I'm not going to really be betting him in that first game. It's just I want to see how he looks in his first game back. But, of course, players do have success in their first game back. So I don't blame you for looking at him. Geeky is a stud. Yes, continues to score goals. He's amazing. Just found out I get free ESPN Plus as part of my cable package. We'll be able to watch all the games. Hey, that's great. That is great. Demidov did not play. Yeah, he did. I'm like 99.9% sure he did. Yeah, let me check. Let me check that. Because, I'm pretty sure he did play. Because I remember he played. He played. Just didn't get anything. But moving on to today's slate, 4 games to discuss today, and we'll start with the first one, which is the Wild are in New York to face the Islanders. Minnesota plus 130 road dogs. Isles minus 155 home favorites, and a total of 6.5 here in our first game of the night. The Wild, obviously, on a second night of a back-to-back here, playing in Carolina yesterday. Crazy game there where it was just goals. A high scoring start to the game, 4-3, and then nothing after that. Just went quiet. So people on the over were pretty happy. People on the under were probably pretty pissed with the fact that game stayed under after the fast start. But the Wild getting the loss there in Carolina, 1-goal loss. Now facing the Islanders, a team that they've had a lot of success against. The Wild 7-1 in the last 8 meetings between these teams. The Islanders finally beating the Wild in the most recent game last year in New York. They beat the Wild 3-1. For the total, 3 overs, 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals for a total of 6. So there's no real advantage with past history and the total here. Jesper Wallstedt should be in net for the Wild. He's 1-0-2 with a 3.44 goals against average, 863 save percentage. David Riddick, 3-1, 3 goals against average, 901 save percentage for him. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I kind of lean with the Islanders a little bit, but one of the things that's going to keep me off here, the Islanders are heading to New York to face the Rangers tomorrow. It's pretty fair to say that the Islanders care about winning tomorrow's game against the Rangers a lot more than they care about beating the Wild. So not necessarily saying they're going to be looking ahead to it, but they are facing the Rangers tomorrow. So I do think that's enough. Plus the Islanders at minus 155. It's just a little pricey there. And if you look at these two teams, it's pretty funny. Both teams are off a 4-3 loss, which followed 2 wins and then 2 losses before that. So both teams are playing pretty similar hockey right now when it comes to their schedules. But I do have a play in this game. Long story short, we're taking Matthew Schaefer over half a point at plus 100 here in this game, and I will be backing him again tomorrow against the Rangers. If you guys didn't see Schaefer's interview after his post game, Henrik Lundqvist got the first question, and Schaefer was not impressed that it was a Ranger that got the first question to him and not an Islander that was also on there. So he wasn't too happy about that, which already shows that he doesn't like the Rangers, and he very early in his career, but he's an Islander and already can't stand the Rangers. So I will be going back to him again tomorrow. But why I like him here in this game, he's been a huge surprise in his NHL career so far and has just been excellent on home ice. Bear with me for a second here. He has a point in 3 of his last 4 games and 6 of his 7 home games this year. He's just been great. The Wild, second night of a back-to-back here. Wallstedt in net. The Islanders rested. Give me Schaefer over half a point. Don't need to worry about assist, goal, point. Plus 100, which I got at BetMGM here in this one. Looking at other players here on streaks. Marcus Johansson is on a 7-game point streak, plus 155, but will not be on the first line anymore. And I want to make sure that Matt Zuccarello will be making his debut here, and he was scheduled to be on the top line. So let me see if that is still... Yeah, that's what's expected. So Johansson's expected to go to the second line with Boldy and Eriksson Ek, and then Tarasenko playing with Foligno and Hartman on the third line. So not a drastic drop down the lineup for Johansson, but he's no longer with Kaprizov and Rossi on that top line. But could maybe still continue his streak here. Kyle Palmieri, Bo Horvat on point streaks for their last 5, but minus 132 for Palmieri, minus 200 for Horvat. No value there. Tarasenko is on a 3-game point streak, plus 152 for the Wild. Nobody really on a goal streak. Kaprizov has scored in 3 of his last 5. And now getting Matt Zuccarello back on that line with him. It would not shock me at all to see Zuccarello to Kaprizov scores, because that's what Zuccarello loves to do, is find Kaprizov in good areas and get him the puck. So would not shock me at all to see Kaprizov goal and a Zuccarello assist here in this one. Assist streaks, Marcus Johansson, 4 games in a row, plus 275. Tarasenko's on a 3-game assist streak, plus 250. Jared Spurgeon, plus 190, and Kyle Palmieri, plus 161, both on 2-game assist streaks. Kaprizov, back-to-back games with an assist as well in this one. Let's see what's happening. I kindled 2 points. Cha-ching. Yeah. Should not have went with the goal. I don't care. Johansson point. Okay. There you go, Richie. There you go. My bad. So, yeah, hey, it's all good. I kind of wish he didn't play. I would have rather taken the push, but Tarasenko point again. Yeah, not a bad look. Getting moved to the third line, though. But, hey, Terry, do you know when a player goes to the bench after being on the ice when they get tired? What do you mean? Yeah, that's there. Some teams have a specific amount of time for your shift that you should play, and then I think they have a 7-game road trip after this. The Islanders. Okay. No, they don't. They want to destroy both. Okay, so Isaac says the Wild, the Isles want to beat the Wild really badly, which I guess makes sense, but no, it doesn't. LOL. Do it, Terry. Do what? What am I doing? Cash to 5 pick goal score parlay back-to-back 2 days in a row. Top 3 goal scorers tonight. Very nice, Mr. King. Very nice. Today is a tricky day for 3 goal scorers. A very tricky day. Can't really help you too much there. In this game, I would say Kaprizov. Palmieri needs 1 more for 275 career and 1 for 5 for the season. All right. But we'll move on along to our next game, and this one's really interesting. We've got the New York Rangers plus 100, Detroit Red Wings minus 120, total of 6 here in this game. This Rangers team have been god-awful at home, but have played great on the road. The Rangers enter this game 6-1-1 on the road. Maybe they should just play all 82 games on the road because they're 6-6-2 on the season. So 0-5-1 at home, but they're 6-1-1 on the road. Detroit on the other side, 9-5 in the season. They're 5-1 at home. First home game after a road trip here. Last game in Vegas, 1-0 loss. And now 3 days later, back home to face this Rangers team. The Rangers off a 3-0 loss in their last game, but that was a home game. They'd won their previous 3 all on the road. Looking at previous meetings between these teams, the Rangers have won 6 games in a row, and they're 12-1-2. In the last 15 meetings between these teams, the Rangers have dominated the Red Wings. 3 of the last 6 went over 6.5. 3 of the last 6 went under 5.5. So no real value or no real streak there with the total. And with the side, I have absolutely no idea who wins this game. The Rangers, as I said, have been great on the road. They've dominated the Wings for a long time, but the Wings are playing really good this year. They've been a much better team, and they've played really well at home, 5-1 at home. So I don't know. I don't know about this one. The draw, I guess. Maybe these two go to overtime, but I have absolutely zero idea what to do with this side here in this one. Shots and goal props, Dylan Larkin. Over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 105. He's done that in 3 games in a row and 4 of his last 5. So Larkin could be a good look for shots here. Point props, nobody is on any kind of streak because I believe both teams were shut out in their last game. So both teams, obviously, all player streaks come to an end. But Will Cooley, a point in 4 or 5, plus 135. Moritz Seider for Detroit, who I was on in the last game, and I'm not on today. A point in 4 or 5, minus 115. He's probably going to get a point. In this one, no real goal streaks. Power play point streaks ended. Assists, Will Cooley 4 or 5. Alex DeBrincat 4 or 5. Cooley plus 260. DeBrincat plus 124 in this game. We'll see what the chat thinks here about this one. Johansson point. Yeah, I'm not taking it, Richie. I'm not. Look, he continues to cash. I'm just going to stay off. Stay off. Crazy to see Isles' money line at minus 150. Yeah, I agree, but not as crazy as the next game we're about to talk about. I think the odds there are absolutely insane, but we'll get to that. I took Kindle, 1 shot and goal. Crazy. I like Horvat anytime goal. There we go. All righty. Appreciate you, Terry Edelbags. Thank you, Irish King. Hope all is well. Nice to see you are making some nice money. Maybe Cooley point, but can't trust Rangers players. Yeah, I agree. Rangers Detroit prop goes to overtime. The draw? Yeah, I could see that. And you like Fox over 0.5 point? Good luck. Hawks money line for the game we are going to discuss here in a second, but I will mention goalies because almost forgot, but I didn't. Jonathan Quick, 2-1 with a 1.35 goals against average and a 941 save percentage. Wow, great numbers for him. Talbot, 5-1 in the season, 2.76 goals against average, 897 save percentage for Cam Talbot. But on to our next one, the Chicago Blackhawks plus 130 road dogs, the Calgary Flames minus 155 home favorites, and a total 6 here in this one. When I look at this game here, it's Hawks or pass, and I choose pass. The Hawks starting to come down to earth a little bit here after a unexpected hot start. Chicago now 6-5-3 on the season, 3-3-2 on the road. Calgary 4-9-2 on the season, 2-3-1 at home. And the Flames have won back-to-back games. 2-1 against Philadelphia, 5-1 against Columbus in their last game. So Calgary has only allowed 2 goals over their last 2 games. And if they continue to play like that, then they're going to continue to win games. The Flames 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the teams. Back-to-back games over 6.5, and 4 of the last 7 have gone over 6.5. So we've seen high-scoring games between these two teams. Nobody yet confirmed for Chicago. Dustin Wolf confirmed for Calgary. 4-8-1, 3.19 goals against average, 896 save percentage in this one. This one here, I can't get to a side. I can't get to a total in this one. So I will mention players on streaks. It's minus 170, so no value, but maybe as a parlay piece. Connor Bedard, over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 170, but he's done that in 9 games in a row. And he also shoots the puck a lot against Calgary. 4 games against Calgary, 5 shots, 7 shots, 3 shots, 3 shots. So Connor Bedard has something against Calgary. Oh, which makes sense. Being a Vancouver boy, it makes sense that he wouldn't like Calgary. So that actually makes a ton of sense. Huberdeau, minus 135 for a point, 6 games in a row. Bedard, 6-game point streak as well. Burakovsky, 4 or 5. Didn't get one in his last game, minus 108. Farabee, 4 of his last 5 games with a point, plus 120. And Artem Levashinov, a defenseman for Chicago, he's got a point 4 or 5 games, plus 165 for him. Goal streaks, nobody really on any kind of goal streaks right now. Power play point props, Connor Bedard, 3 of his last 5 games and 3 of his last 4 against Calgary. He has a power play point. And if I was going to get to something in this game, it would be Connor Bedard over half an assist. Minus 105 for Bedard assist. He's got one in 5 games in a row. 2 of 4 games against Calgary. So he's kind of scored more, and he's been shooting the puck more against Calgary. So ultimately, staying off. RTM Levashinov, plus 201 for an assist. He has 1 in 4 or 5 games. So he could be a good look there here in this game. Don't worry, I do have a play in the final game, but yes, 4 games on today's slate, only 2 NHL plays for me today. Talbot ex-Ranger. Yep, that's true. So maybe he's got some, he'll have some motivation there as well. DeBrincat money line, and did I say DeBrincat? Detroit money line and DeBrincat anytime goal. Not DeBrincat money line. That wouldn't make sense. Let's go, Terry. Let's hit some picks. Yes, Vaughn. Let's hit some. Flames are, wow, I can't even say that other word. Ice-X. No, not true. Won't even say it. Didn't Bedard buy a bunch of tickets for his family last time he went home to Vancouver? Yeah, I believe so. Wild money line, Kaprizov anytime goal. All right. Scheifele anytime goal, Kyle Connor assist. Same game parlay. We'll get to that game in just a second. Coleman point, says Richie. But final game of the night, we've got the Winnipeg Jets and the San Jose Sharks. The Jets minus 200 road favorites. The Sharks plus 165 home dogs. And a total of 6.5 here in this one. No confirmed goalies. Connor Hellebuck unconfirmed for Winnipeg. Askarov unconfirmed for San Jose. Bear with me for a second. I don't believe that Winnipeg plays tomorrow. I was already looking at tomorrow's games. I don't believe. Yes, no. So not a back-to-back for the Jets, so I would assume it would likely be Connor Hellebuck in this game. Looking at previous games between these teams, no big surprise. Winnipeg has won 5 in a row between the two teams. 2 of the last 3 have gone over 6.5. When I look at this game, when I look at Sharks games right now, Celebrini. That's what comes to mind. Give me Macklin Celebrini over half an assist, plus 112. It did move to, I saw, around plus 105 shortly after I locked it in. Celebrini an assist in 6 of his last 8 games. 3 of those games he had multiple assists. Played Winnipeg twice last year. He had an assist in both games against the Jets. Top line, top power play, rocking and rolling. I believe he was tied for the league lead in points. I believe with yesterday, now he's not anymore, but he was. So Celebrini having a great season, has had success against the Jets. We'll take him. Plus 112 to get an assist here in this game. Other players to look at here in this one. Tyler Toffoli over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 115. He's done that in 4 of his last 5 games. Point props. Let's see. Ones with value. Philip Kurashev, 4 of his last 5 games with a point, plus 131. Alexander Wenberg, 4 of his last 5, plus 117. Will Smith, who would, if I was making another play in this game, it would be Will Smith over half a point, which is minus 110. He's done that back-to-back games, 4 of his last 5. Tyler Toffoli, a point in 4 of his last 5, minus 109 here. In this one, Goal streaks, nobody really on a huge goal streak. Nobody on power play streaks. Alexander Wenberg assist 4 of his last 5 games, plus 200. Josh Morrissey assist 4 of his last 5 games, plus 105. I was on Morrissey assist last game. I'm not this game, so it's likely going to cash. That's how it goes. Will Smith, back-to-back games with an assist, plus 180 here in this game. But before I get to the rest of the chat here, on Picks and Parlays for me today, I've got a college football play up for $7. Today's Customer Appreciation Day, so play is up for $7. I also have a play in the CFL Eastern Finals up on the site for tomorrow, so you can get that. Make sure to become a YouTube member on the channel, and you'll get my entire betting card for tomorrow. $4.99 a month and gets you my entire betting card on Saturdays. That being said, we'll jump into the chat here. Macklin. Yes. Richie knows. Velarde Point. Yeah, that's a good look as well. I think it would have to be a parlay piece, but not a bad look. But that's today's show. Thank you for watching. Best of luck to all your bets today. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode. Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. Best of luck, guys.